Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We're about halfway through, so let's get things going with Alien number 5. Wrapping up Declan Shelby's first Alien arc. Where we left off, Scientist Battaya Zahn had sadly died in childbirth, revealing to her daughter Zasha that she was pregnant with what appeared to be some sort of hybridization of xenomorph DNA and presumably human DNA. Zasha, in trying to escape with her stillborn brother, as it were, ran into research to another member of the expedition, Dayton, who revealed himself to be a synthetic. So we open the flashback to 30 minutes previously. Company, as the research station, everything's going sideways there. The company executive president jumps out a window, breaks his leg, and tries to get the excavation team to help. Inside the station, Dayton explains to Zasha what happened. That after his father died, or after her father died, she basically, Dayton took his place in the company within the organization of the research station. As he explains this, the Marines find Dayton Zahn's file, realizing that he's not. That's not the guy they've been seeing. As they make their way through, they find a cold storage full of bits and pieces of xenomorphs, as well as some whole, and all of which are frozen. But this also includes some whole facehuggers. That said, the xenomorphs are loose, and the two surviving Marines are basically of the opinion, let's get the hell out of here. We're not dealing with these things. Dayton has convinced Zasha to leave her stillborn brother with the corpse of her mother, and there's a plan to get off world. There is after all still the dropship. Dayton and Zasha make their way there, but the Marines are already planning on getting aboard, and they don't want to share the ship. Or at least Dayton tries to get them to take Zasha with them, but no, the Marines ain't having it. Explaining that the whole thing really got started when they had to search for the girl. So, yeah. Dayton and the Marine duke it out. One of the Marines is shot and falls off the platform into a mess with xenomorphs. The other Marine is then attacked by the strange white-skinned xenomorph and beheaded. Dayton fires the other Marine's pulse rifle at it while it furthers to buy Zasha time to get aboard the ship. Dayton programs in the a set flight path and or flight plan and initiates launch. Dropship lifts off, and the executive from earlier is met with a face hugger. And the series ends with Zasha by herself on the dropship as it leaves the planet. And she states that the cold no longer, she has to replace one cold outpost with another, and she doesn't live in the cold anymore. The cold lives in her. That is where the series ends. There will be another story from the same creative team soon. However, between now and the release of that, we've got the Alien Annual, which comes out in October. Alright. This was a good series. Honestly, at least writing-wise, the Alien title from Marvel has been top tier. The art in this arc was actually an improvement over the art in the first dozen or so issues of Alien. The book is funny, and I hope that it continues to have that groove and continue to see it published. I would prefer I would prefer if it was either just a straight up ongoing, kind of a, oh hey, we got 12 issue arc now. Let's move on to some, same universe, maybe some of the same characters, but yeah. And I'd like to see previous arcs maybe picked up on, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Moving on to our next book, we've got Darth Vader number 37, continuing Dark Droids. Vader had recently been attacked by a conglomeration of droids that he had previously damaged. He managed to, with the help of Dr. Chelly Afra, retrieve the Zali shield, which a weapon made of kyberite that can help Force users focus their energies. Vader used this to take on the droids that attacked him, and once the battle was over, had surviving droid Zed, as well as Oshia Bastoon, retrieved the scraps of fallen droids, so that basically help him in his own dark purposes. However, of course, a new droid revolution has kicked off. On the Executor, the droids have all been turned, and the ship has basically been taken over. The command crew has managed to block themselves off, seal themselves off in the bridge, though the rest of the crew has been killed. On Mustafar, Vader is attempting to regain control of his Force abilities, and he's getting there. The message comes from Grand Vizier Masameda, explaining that the Executor has been compromised by unknown forces, and Vader is sent to secure it. Vader assures Ameda that his ability has never been stronger. So with the remaining droids, they take a ship to the Executor and are promptly attacked by TIE fighters, piloted by astromechs. Vader rams into the Executor, allowing him to board. And Vader's droid army takes on what appear to be an army of battle droids and super battle droids. He's continuing to use new weapons in taking back the ship. But there has been some damage that will take hours to repair, and sadly, Admiral Piet only has minutes. Vader uses his Force abilities to fix the damage, though has flashbacks to his first meeting with Qui-Gon, as well as sparring with Obi-Wan, and being left on Mustafar by Obi-Wan. Vader makes his way through the Legion of Droids. However, he is apparently not reported in to the Grand Vizier, and so the other members of the Executor's battle group are ordered to destroy the Executor. And that is where the issue ends. I am enjoying the Darth Droids crossover. Even though it does feel like just a way to fill time between, to draw things out between the end of Empire Strikes Back and begin Return of the Jedi, it's still an enjoyable story, so I'll grant it that. Moving on to our next book, we've got Something is Killing the Children, number 32. Where we left off, Cutter was gunning for Erica. However, Cecilia from the House of Slaughter had come to speak with Erica. And so, Erica and Cecilia talk, in part toasting the late Gary. Though Cecilia also explains that first, Cecilia takes the blame for Gary's death, stating that Gary is dead because Cecilia wanted Erica dead. Erica asks why Cecilia is telling her this, and Cecilia states that because the dragon acts. Going on to add that the dragon is not well and his illness is getting worse. And she does ask for something of an update on what's going on in Tribulation. Also, an offer is made to Erica to take Jessica's seat on the council, to become the House of Slaughter's Black Mask. Erica asks why she'd do such a thing, and Cecilia does state, a chance to further torment Cecilia, which is something that Erica does seem to enjoy. And Cecilia makes it clear that she does not like Erica, and yes, does. Every time Erica goes out, she wishes that maybe, just maybe, one of those various monsters she ends up killing manages to get to her as well. However, Cutter killed one of the only people that Cecilia has ever cared for. And well, Cecilia wants Cutter to die a very, very painful death. And in fact, wishes she could be the one to deliver said death. There's been some information. Cecilia's brought some information. As well as a poison that will prevent a duplicate type from reforming as quickly. Is also very fatal to humans, with the suggestion being that if she should use some of the said poison on Cutter, Cutter will exist in a state of unbearable agony for the better part of an hour as her blood boils her from the inside out. It's also stated that Erica could make Cecilia's life easier by unaliving herself, or harder and recruit the girl and come home. That said, if it will be easier for the House of Slaughter to ignore Erica if Erica gives them reason to think she's dead. Cecilia leaves and Erica ponders everything. A horse on the farm there wanders over, and Erica, comforting towards the horse, and cries, and remembering a moment with her and Gary when she was 17. And apparently, Jessica, Erica's mentor, was an alcoholic. But and it does seem that the alcoholism was incredibly detrimental to Jessica. But Gary and Erica talk about things, and it was basically saying don't let yourself become a monster is what basically say just because you have to kill monsters, just because you kill monsters doesn't mean you have to let yourself become one. And that is where the issue ends. Things are ratcheting up, and I have no idea. Well, I have some potential theories as to where the book might go, but well, we'll just have to see. Moving on though to our last book for the moment, we've got Void Rivals number 3. Where we left off, Darth and Sola had managed to escape the planet they had been marooned on, only to be captured by a scavenger who was intending to claim whatever bounty there was on them. They attacked their host, and escaped further into his ship. It's stated that they do have a moment of pause, and they realize that it doesn't seem like the captain of the ship seems to mind them being in the area they made it to, which is added to when they are attacked by what appears to be a giant robotic scorpion. They manage to get it back in its cell, but they open up another and come upon a Quintesson, who offers to help them escape if they can help them reclaim their ship, or reclaim the Quintesson's ship. But they find their host in the docking bay, and apparently Pete's willing to let him go. There's no bounty on him, so it's worthless to put it in the. Whereas the Quintesson does have bounties, so. But he gives them a ship, and they head out, trying to figure out what they're going to do when they return home. As they're coming up on it, they further discuss this. The plan is basically get in the escape pods and, go to their respective sides of the Great Ring. However, before they can do this, Solo stuns Derek and apologizes. There is also a preview of Transformers #1. Spike Witwicky and a friend tumble down a rock face, finding appears to be a long-buried ship. Long-buried ship filled with giant robots. Optimus Prime is clearly there. Ratchet, Bumblebee, Soundwave, Starscream. It's like maybe Prowl or Jazz. Like it's harder to tell within the picture. That said, Transformers #1 will be coming out at the beginning of October. So same day as the Alien Annual, actually. So that's cool. And that is where the issue ends. I'm really digging the Energon Universe stuff. I'm looking forward to. I am very much looking forward to its touted expansion with Transformers and G.I. Joe. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to big shout out to Patreon subscriber Vader Lee. Thank you so much for your support. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.